Ready to apply to graduate school? Here's what you need to know about the process. Hey everybody, I'm Leigh from teachingacademia.com, and I'm all about giving you the tools you need to navigate academia and make your best impact. Today we're talking about graduate school, and specifically if you are thinking about applying or you're pretty much ready to apply, you want to go. What do you need to know about the overall timeline and the kinds of things you need to be prepared with for your application so that you put your best foot forward? That's what we're going to talk about today. So first of all, your program research. Program research could take 3 to 6 months. You should spend some time on this. Now, there are going to be some of you that know exactly what program you want to be in. You know the top 2, top 3, you're good to go. Maybe you get to skip that step. But if you're starting from scratch and you only have a vague idea at best, or you know that there's a couple places you'd really like to go, but they're super competitive, so you need some solid backups, give yourself 3 to 6 months to do that research. Now, you're going to need most likely to take the GRE, and if you haven't taken a standardized test in a while, or if you've been out of school working for a little bit, take some time to get prepared, okay? It's in your best interest, I think, to at least buy a prep book so that you become familiar with the kinds of questions they're going to ask. You learn some test taking strategies. You might be a little rusty on some things and need some practice. Familiarize yourself with that exam. Now, when I went back to grad school, I took, I think it was Kaplan, right? I took one of those GRE prep classes, okay? I found it extremely helpful. It really did help me learn how to take the test. They taught me specific things about strategies and ways that they try to trip you up, and they taught me about how the test works and things that you can do to make sure you get the best score possible. They're not cheap, okay? I know that they're not cheap, but I felt like it was worth the money. So that's sort of up to you. But if nothing else, I would at least buy a prep book and work through some kind of a prep book to brush up on things. All right, next, you're going to want to write a strong application, obviously, right? Like you want to have a really good letter that's going to be 1 to 2 pages, single space, talking about why this program is a good fit for you and why they should admit you, basically. I would give myself 2 to 3 weeks to write this. You want to be able to write it, take a break, maybe let somebody else read it, give you feedback on it. If you don't ask anybody for feedback, at least, write it, take a break, be able to come back to it with some fresh eyes so you can revise it and fix it up a little bit, all right? And then you want to also have really strong purposeful references, okay? So what do I mean by purposeful references? Your references should speak to different aspects about you that are important for your application, for whatever field that you're in. All right, so you want to communicate to your references, here's the program I'm applying for, and here's what I would like for you to speak about in relation, to writing a letter for me. Give them 1 month to write the letter, all right? Nobody is gonna really necessarily be able to write you the best letter if you're giving them a couple days, and they might not even say yes, right? If you're giving them like a really short turnaround. So try to give your references a month. I mean, 2 weeks is probably fine too. I think a month is pretty respectful of everybody's time if they agree to that. So those are the things that you need to know for grad school. Click right here and let me see you over in the next video.